I haven't even started my holiday shopping yet. Have you? If you have a traveler in your life, maybe a family member, a friend, or even that person in your office gift exchange, I'm going to make your life a lot easier today. I am sharing the gifts that travelers actually want, more so what they're going to need. Here's the thing, travelers, we always spend all of our money on flights, hotels, tours. We don't always buy ourselves those little upgrades or those cute little travel gadgets that everybody's talking about. But at the same time, just because I travel doesn't mean I want some silly little shirt or something that says, I like to travel on it. I want things I'm actually going to use when travel is my main hobby or something that just really brings up great memories. And to make this video easier, I'm not just going to go by price. I will list the name of the item and the price and of course the links down below in the description, but I'm going to place them into different categories. Gifts that make travel easier, comfort items for travel days, things that travelers always need more of, sentimental gifts, and a few more bonus categories and gift ideas at the end. And along the way, I'm going to share a few ways that you could bundle some of these items together to make a really thoughtful gift. These are items that I definitely value or would gift to people myself as a professional traveler. I've been to 115 countries and all 7 continents. I do it all in a carry-on bag and I help travelers pack for their trips here on YouTube. So let me help you get that traveler in your life the present that they are actually going to use and love for their next trip. Now, before we jump in, let me just say, I don't think it's a good idea for you to gift them a specific piece of luggage, a specific backpack or tote bag, or even some packing cubes, unless they ask for that specific item. Travelers are just very, very particular about their gear. I know what kind of suitcase I like. I know what kind of backpack features I want. I know the packing cubes that I want to use over and over again. And honestly, your traveler probably has their preferences too. You'll find a lot of that type of stuff on this channel. I do reviews of travel essentials. If you do want a specific suggestion for that, let me know down below. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start with gifts that make travel easier. These are things that are going to help turn a stressful travel day into a smooth one. The first gift idea is a really good power bank, not one of those silly little cheap ones. I can't tell you how many times I have been traveling with somebody where their phone dies and they go to grab their little dinky portable charger and that ran out of battery too because they're not powerful, they're pathetic. And then they have to end up borrowing mine. So why not help out your traveler by getting them a super lightweight, awesome, powerful power bank? Like this one. It's so tiny. Look at it in my hand, yet it's still insanely powerful. This thing can charge your phone from 0 to 65% in 25 minutes. I also love the bright color. And speaking of electronics and keeping things charged, your traveler, especially if they're going to another country, is going to need a universal travel adapter. And if you followed my channel for a while, you know I always talk about these. The only reason I consistently bring them up is because there are always people that don't travel with one, and I don't understand why. Sometimes they don't bring the right plug adapter for the country they're going to, or they do bring the right one, but they only have one little USB port in them. No, you need something awesome. These are from Epica, and I'm telling you, these have been my go-to since I started traveling. This one is the TA105 Pro, and not only do you have a plug in the front, but you also have 2 USB-A, 2 USB-C, and then another USB-C here on the side. So you can charge 6 different things at once. And it has all of these different plug types so that your traveler can use this in any country they go to. This is a serious travel essential. And if your traveler that you're shopping for doesn't have one, I'm telling you, please get them this. It is such a necessity. And honestly, speaking of those two things, why not combine them and make a really cool bundle by getting a tech pouch? This one is from Epica, and fill it. Put in that portable charger, put in that travel adapter, and maybe put in a few extra cords. I know that sounds super silly, but I am always losing or breaking cords while I travel, and they're not always easily accessible to buy. I remember that time in Guatemala. Ugh. The next item that can be really helpful to have is honestly a digital luggage scale. Whether you have somebody that's traveling on budget airlines that needs to weigh their luggage, or somebody that's a total overpacker and needs to make sure their big, huge check bag isn't overweight, this is going to be helpful. I know it sounds silly on its own, but maybe get this as a stocking stuffer, or even put it in a little box with a gift card to Airbnb or their favorite airline or something like that. The next gift that's going to make travel a lot easier for people is an AirTag or a Spotminders card. Both of these are going to help your traveler or you track your luggage or passport or whatever you want to track. I always have an AirTag in my luggage and my backpack, even if I'm carrying on, because you never know. And then I always have this Spotminders card in my passport wallet. I've lost my passport abroad before, and it's not fun. Love these, totally necessary. And then my last item in this category is a set of luggage tags and a passport holder, especially ones that are luxurious. An upgrade. This is a set from Nomad Lane, and it actually comes in this beautiful box. So all you have to do is wrap it. You have this beautiful passport wallet that actually holds 4 different passports, as well as some cards and cash and whatever else you might want to keep in here. And then it comes with this beautiful luggage tag as well. And usually this set is pretty expensive, but they have a Black Friday sale going on right now. If this is a gift you want to give, act fast. You can also consider a really beautiful set from Quince. This is a set of 2 leather luggage tags. I have them in this beautiful green color. And then there's also this passport holder. This I actually gifted to all of my travelers that joined me on my Oman group trip last year, and they loved them. You can buy these all together as a set or purchase them separately, and they come in a lot of different colors. Now let's go over some comfort items for those long travel days. Your traveler needs to be as comfortable as possible. And if they've already spent a lot of money on that flight, they may not want to spend their own money on some comfort items. That's where you come in. Imagine that your traveler has booked their first ever 16-hour flight. Maybe they're going to Asia or something. How nice would it be for you to create some sort of amazing little bundle for them? A long flight survival kit, right? In a beautiful box presented to them from you. Here's what I would put in the box. First, I like to make a little plain bag, something that has all of the essentials they're going to need during that long flight, but in a cute little bag so they don't have to go into their personal item the whole flight. This is a little bag that's part of a set. I will show you the other half of the set a little bit later. I've filled it with some essentials. Gum, Kleenex, chapstick, eye drops, a sleep aid. These are new strips. I've used them on every single trip for the last few years to sleep, whether I'm at my destination or still on the plane. This wouldn't be it. I'd add a couple more things too, like this gorgeous satin eye mask from Quince. It comes in this beautiful bag. I got this burnt orange color. Oh, it is just so soft. I can't put it on with my headband. It's comfortable, it's great on your face, and it's even a little bit cooling. And do you know what one of the most necessary things are if somebody's going on one of those long flights? Compression socks. Look at how cute these ones are. So take the socks, take the eye mask, and the in-flight essentials kit, put it all in a box and present it to them over the holiday season. But another thing that I really, really like for comfort on a plane is a beautiful cashmere wrap from Quince. It's really, really big, so it could be a scarf, but it could also be a shawl or a blanket. There's so many different colors. If your traveler doesn't want to use one of those airline blankets, it's so nice to just have one of these. It's a little bit more of a luxurious gift, probably one of the most expensive items on this list, but really when it comes to cashmere, this is not expensive at all. It's still under $100. And the great thing is they can also use this during one of those chilly evenings on the trip. And there's one more item that makes plane travel just a little bit more comfortable. We all know that most travelers these days have some modern headphones that are wireless. If they want to use those on the plane and still watch the seatback entertainment, then they're going to need this. This is called the AirFly. It is a Bluetooth wireless transmitter, and you plug this into the seatback entertainment and connect your headphones to it so that you can listen to whatever you're watching on the seatback entertainment without having those headphones that are wired into it. They'll be able to use their own personal headphones that they love, especially that has noise cancellation, because they will have this. Now, I have one more thing to say about comfort items for planes. Now, I know there's a whole bunch of little gizmos and gadgets out there that are supposed to make you more comfortable body-wise. Neck pillows, the foot hammocks, or even the seat cushions for your butt. To me, they're very thoughtful gifts, but a lot of travelers don't like those big bulky things just for the plane because they also have to lug that around their entire trip. Again, something like that, we could be very particular about what we like and what we don't like. So again, unless they ask for it, I'd probably try to avoid things like that. Honestly, if somebody got me a neck pillow or a hammock for my feet, I would definitely return it. So now let's move on to items that travelers always need more of. These are the refills, the duplicates, the things that we packed and then lost. It happens. For me, those things are usually phone chargers, which I already went over, but also toiletries. I know it sounds so silly to gift somebody a bunch of little toiletries, but I would be thrilled to get something like this filled with a ton of travel size goodies. This is the pouch that's the medium size that came with this mini size. Of course, you can buy them separate as well. But this is filled with all types of goodies that somebody's going to need on a trip. Q-tips, a razor, a brush, deodorant, hairspray, sunscreen, toothpaste, face wash. Most importantly, these that I fill shampoo and conditioner up with. I always need more of these. Just find a toiletry bag and go to your local store and get all of the little travel items and put them in here. I would be so thrilled to get something like this because I constantly need more travel size toiletries. And when I am packing my skincare, I absolutely love to use these tiny Cadence capsules. That's what I put my face wash, moisturizer, and serum in. That way I can pack a lot of my skincare essentials without packing those big bottles where I'm not even going to use 1/8 of them on my trip. They're definitely expensive, but they work. I don't like the knockoffs. They leak. These ones don't. And they come in a ton of different colors. And now let's talk about the sentimental gifts. Just because we travel often and aren't home that often doesn't mean we don't have feelings. These are sentimental gifts that can remind your favorite traveler of the places that they've been to, the people that they've met, or just their favorite vacation as a whole. These items are always a win and extremely thoughtful. So I have two very fun books to show you guys for that traveler that just loves to reminisce about their trip and write things down. This is called The Adventure Book, and there's several different versions. This just happens to be their bigger version with every single country in it, but they do have other versions that are more region specific or a little bit smaller and even travel friendly. For somebody like me that's trying to get to every country in the world, I am obsessed with this book because it has every single country you can think of and some really fun prompts. Think of it almost like a scrapbook, but for specific countries. I love this book. And under the same type of category, this is a book called Travel Listography, where they give you prompts of different lists to make when it comes to travel, which I think is so fun. I have my original bucket list from many, many years ago on here. Outdoor adventures that I've experienced, restaurants around the world that you've been to, different World Heritage sites. This is such a fun book. Another item that's really thoughtful and along those same lines are honestly a notebook and some pens to make a travel journal. These I just got at my local store. They don't have to have a map on it or some sort of travel quote. Just get an adorable notebook that can fit very easily in a purse or a backpack, and then they can fill it out on the go. Just get some cute little pens that match. I love a gift like this. It is so easy to do, so inexpensive. You can go to practically any store and pick up something like this, and it'll make your traveler very happy, especially if they are the type to journal while they travel. Now, one thing that I absolutely love is something to collect from all of the different places that you've been, whether you're trying to get to all 50 states or whether you're trying to get to all the countries in the world. I used to collect magnets, but instead I upgraded to a keychain with key rings of all of the countries that I've been to. Now, this one is from Travelers Collective. You can pick the color that you want of this, and then they have a different ring for every country, every state, every national park, stuff like that. If your traveler is starting their journey, or if they just can't stop talking about a specific trip that they went on, how nice would it be to get them one of these with just one or two little rings on there from the place that they went to? And then another item that I think is super easy and affordable to do is an ornament for their tree from their favorite trip from that year. Honestly, one of my favorite things I've ever gotten from anyone that's travel related was this ornament that my client made me after I reached my 100th country. It is so adorable and so thoughtful that she gave me this. It says Lauren Kelly, Country 100, traveled May 2024. I don't even put this on my Christmas tree. I actually have it in my office and look at it every day. I think that this is such a cool gift to give somebody. Like maybe they went on their first safari. Get a safari themed ornament and write 2025 on it. Just get an ornament and personalize it with a Sharpie or a paint pen. You don't even have to get one personalized and pay more money for it. An idea like this is so thoughtful. And then you can, of course, consider some sort of scratch off map or some sort of big piece of art that has all of the different pins where your traveler has been. But a lot of the times they may already have that, so just make sure that they don't. There was one Christmas that I got 6 different scratch off maps. Like the same map, I just received that gift from 6 different people. It's a very, very thoughtful gift, but if they already have one, they probably don't need a second one. So I've made a couple other little bonus categories, and the first one is travelers that love to take pictures. This is a telephoto lens kit, and I think this is such a good idea for somebody that travels with their phone and only their phone and wants to upgrade their photos a little bit more. It's basically a clip-on zoom lens for your phone, and it lets you take super close-up photos, like really cool detail shots, or zoom in on something that's really far away, but you don't lose the quality, which is important. Think of it as if your phone has a little mini professional camera lens on it. It's lightweight, it's portable, and super easy to use. And then another item for somebody that loves to take pictures or videos on a trip is this little flash drive from SanDisk that you can plug right into your phone and transfer all of your pictures right on to this, so that you save space on your phone. I know I've taken like 10,000 pictures on a trip before, and if I put them on this instead, it saves my phone so much space. And then later you can just upload this right onto your computer to back everything up, or you want to post it to Instagram, plug this in and put it directly on there. Very, very helpful. For the travelers that travel on budget airlines like Spirit or Frontier, definitely consider getting some takeoff luggage. I know earlier in the video I said don't buy people luggage, but if somebody you know is constantly flying Spirit or Frontier, let's say they go to Florida 4 times a year, getting the takeoff luggage is going to be so helpful to them because it's basically carry-on size, but when you take the wheels off, it becomes personal item size, which means you won't have to pay $80 there and back. So $160 for a carry-on. Instead, you use this as your free personal item and you've hacked the airline. Very, very helpful. And they have recently upgraded the wheels so that they're even easier to take off. Now, if the traveler that you're buying for is a solo female traveler, first of all, I'd love to be friends with her, but also my favorite gift is any guidebook from the Solo Girls Travel Guide. You can get them on Amazon and get the actual physical copy, a Kindle version, or even an Audible version. They are written by my friend Alexa West. I'm actually going on a trip with her to Mexico in a few weeks, and she has 14 of these, and I'm sure way more to come. They are guidebooks for specific countries or regions, but specifically written for female travelers that are traveling by themselves. I used it for Bali. I would show that copy, but I actually just lent it out to my friend, and I used so many of the resources she had in this book. So these are amazing for that solo female traveler in your life. For the travelers that are always buying too much on vacation, get them a foldy bag. This looks small and fits right in your suitcase super easily, but it actually unzips to be a really nice expandable duffel bag. So when they go to repack at the end of the trip, they can use this to put all those goodies in. And for that traveler that doesn't have pre-check or global entry, you know, it would be a great present if you want to spend $100 on them, buy them global entry. Write them a little beautiful card that says, listen, I bought you global entry because I'm sick of waiting for you at security and customs. Maybe you can even have ChatGPT write a beautiful poem in that card. Write me a funny poem to put in a card. I'm gifting my friend global entry for Christmas because I'm tired of waiting for her at TSA and customs. So let's make it really funny. And here's the poem. Roses are red, slow lines are a curse. So I bought you global entry before our friendship gets worse. I love you, I do, but I'm tired of the wait. You in the regular TSA line while I'm already at the gate. Now you'll glide through customs, fast, calm, and free. A gift for your travels, but mostly a gift for me. Isn't that so funny? Honestly, I think it's a great idea. I've had global entry for years and it's so horrible traveling with somebody that doesn't have it. All right, let's just be done now. Honestly, I could go on all day. So I hope this gift guide was really helpful. I know that they do seem a lot like travel essentials, and some of them are, but that's the whole point. Let's not just gift people travel themed things that are going to collect dust. Let's not gift them things that have been recommended, but you don't know if they're going to like. Stick to this list, get them the essentials, get them the upgrades, or stick to those beautiful sentimental gifts. Again, I would be thrilled to receive anything on this list. Some of these items are the gifts that keep on giving. You know, that really good power bank, they're going to use that for years. Those toiletry bags, they could use those forever. Filling out those books with all of the stories of travel, they are going to look back at that years from now and laugh or be happy or be mortified. Either way, I think all of these items are really great things to gift to people that travel often or are just starting their travel journey. And just remember, if you do want recommendations for for luggage, backpack, packing cubes, that sort of thing, check out other videos on the channel or comment down below, and I'm happy to help you pick travel gear for your traveler this holiday season. But do it fast because Black Friday is here and the sales are all over the place. Now, go get that shopping done. The links for everything I showed you today are down in the description box. And even if it's something I bought locally or have had forever, I dropped some links in there that are things that are very similar. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, especially if you want to travel often and pack well like I do. I will see you guys in the next video. Happy shopping, happy holidays, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.